And hello again, everyone. We welcome you to Columbus Grove High School for more boys basketball action here on WOSN with Miles Holliday. I'm Brady Roberts, partner. We got ourselves a pretty big one in the Northwest Conference as the Bulldogs of Columbus Grove might be out of the NWC race, but they could play spoiler tonight. They got a big one in front of them as they welcome in the Pirates of Bluffton.
Yeah, a little bit of dislike is healthy in athletics, right? And that, where else would you rather be than right here, right now, with two teams that have a tremendous rivalry? Columbus Grove, they would love to knock Bluffton out of a chance to win the league.
Bluffton coming in right now 14-3, 5-1 in the Northwest Conference, while Grove comes in at 9-8 and 2-3. Everyone chasing Spencerville as you see the updated NWC standings as we speak. So Grove, I think 3 losses is going to send them out of the race, but again, they might have a little say in who does win the Northwest Conference title this year.
Bluffton, what a heartbreaker it was losing to Spencerville in overtime last week, but always fun to hear our colleague Daniel Holbrook lose his mind at the end of a game. He hit some serious high octaves on that call, but what a great win for Spencerville. It was a tremendous game, just unfortunately Bluffton had to lose.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the Pirates of Bluffton. As we said at the top of our pregame, 14-3, 5-1. Miles, you mentioned it. They do come in on a 2-game losing streak. That overtime game to Spencerville in overtime also fell to a really good Pandora-Gilboa team that we saw earlier this year, 60-42. This is a team that gets up and down the floor at about 67 points a night.
You wonder, too, how much of it was tired legs. It's been a team that has gone through some injury bugs, so you don't have your legs underneath you when you come back. Merrick Donaldson's missed 6 games this year, but he is still averaging right around 16 points a game. And, of course, we saw Wade Ginter earlier this year had the buzzer beater to win at Crestview. So this is an explosive backcourt. But the guy that might be the most improved player is Blake Summers, 15 points a game. Randy, he's shooting 70% from the field inside the arc. So impressive stuff there.
So looking for a good one offensively out of the Pirates. All right, let's talk a little bit about the Bulldogs of Grove. As we said at the top of our pregame, 9-8, 2-3 in the Northwest Conference. They had a 2-game winning streak stamped on Tuesday night when they fell to Pandora-Gilboa in overtime. And that's kind of been the microcosm of the season for the Bulldogs. It's been up and down. It's been competitive against everyone. We were here back before Christmas when they had a Patrick Henry team that we thought was going to really compete in Division 4. It kind of ran up and down the floor on them. It just feels like we're kind of stuck in neutral maybe for the Bulldogs this year.
Well, it's a team that gets a lot of points off their defense. So if they are playing a team that takes care of the basketball, they kind of struggle to get some points. But if you're not taking care of the basketball, they can score in a hurry. They like to get their defense into offense transition basketball. But one thing we learned when we had them against Patrick Henry, they're a tough physical group. So if you're not physical ready to go, mentally ready to go, they will beat you down into the ground.
It's a very balanced scoring attack for the Bulldogs as well. Bo Bernester, their leading scored about 12.5 points, 6 rebounds a night. Landon Best adds 11, so does Trenton Barraza. Kyle Hopkins, a player that's kind of stepped up as of late, giving this team about 8 to nearly 9 points. Also dishes out about 2.5 assists a game.
Yeah, keep your eye on Trenton Barraza. If you've seen him play football, you know he's got an electric feet, quick hands. He also dishes it off about 2 to 3 assists a game. And congratulations to him. He was honored before the game, receiving his All-State plaque that's going to hang on the wall. And he's got one more year left of carrying that football here at Columbus Grove. He is one heck of an athlete.
Yeah, the entire football team is part of that honoree as well. Looking forward to what should be a good one. The 108th meeting between Columbus Grove and Bluffton. And we'll give you our keys to the game when we return here on WOSN. Randy and Miles back with you here from Columbus Grove as we are inching ever so closely to the start of this one between the Bulldogs and the Pirates. All right, partner, while we got a moment here, let's take a look at our keys to the game. Let's start with the visiting Bluffton Pirates.
The Pirates, right? Here we go. Number 1, change up looks. You can't give Bo Bernester the same look every time down on the floor. Give him different matchups. Give them different defenses, make it difficult for that Columbus Grove team to score. Get it and go. This is a high-octane offense at times, Randy. 67 points a game. If they are able to get transition baskets, watch out, they're going to have a great night. And then number 3, much different team when they have downtown Donaldson. Merrick Donaldson missed 6 games this year, 16 points a game. But listen to this stat. I call him downtown. Why? 46% from behind the arc. He is definitely hitting it from downtown Bluffton.
And what will be keys to the game tonight for the Bulldogs of Columbus Grove?
Well, you have a good score on one end. Well, you want to make sure you force him left. If he does go right, he beats that force. Make sure you're doubling and you're helping. Number 2, deflect. They have deflected passes 175 times this year. A lot of those turn it into layups. Make sure you get the transition buckets. And then Bo knows buckets. He sure does. Bo Bernesser, 13 points a game. We are here against Patrick Henry. When he gets going, they're very tough to stop.
As set in our pregame 108th meeting all-time between these two. Grove currently leads the all-time series 60-47. JV game, a high-scoring one as well, won by Grove 59-52. Grove in the white with the red numerals. Bluffton in the red with the white and black trims. Bluffton wins the tip, and we are underway. Quick shot, that was going to hit off the side of the backboard, no good. Trenton Barraza comes off with a miss, and now Grove for their first offensive possession of the night.
Yeah, you wondered, did it slip out of Ginter's hand? It was kind of an odd-looking shot.
Barraza from the free throw line looking inside, couldn't find anything.
A nice matchup between Ginter and Barraza. Two really tough, hard-nosed basketball players.
Bernesser going to get the floater, can't get that to go, and a nice rebound grabbed there by Ginter. Now, Donaldson's going to lose the handle on a spin, but it's because it was knocked out of his hands off a Grove player and out of bounds.
I wonder if Hopkins was aware in the pregame meeting that the spin move is something that they like to break out, because he played that really well. Got the hand, knocked it out of bounds.
All right, I'm going to throw out a guess for one of our favorite games here early, partner. That Grove student section, Christmas night?
Yeah, Christmas in February? Yeah, I like it. I tell you, both student sections are bringing the energy early.
Yeah, they certainly are.
Yeah, Bluffton's in all black, and they got the Bluffton Against the World shirts.
And a quick dish under the basket is going to lead to our first score of the game.
A nice transition buckets. If that's what Grove is able to do, it's going to be a great competitive matchup here tonight.
Barraza with the opening score. A little contact inside. Fall away doesn't go. Out of Hopkins, and the rebound comes out to the Pirates.
Well, how about Boblet? Great transition defense on that one. Looked like it was going to be an easy 2, but he stymied it.
So Wade Ginther brings us into the front court. Pass comes into the paint. Trying to get that drop step as John Paul Yoder. 3-ball from the wing is going to be no good. Rebound still tipped around. Finally controlled by Kyle Hopkins. Hopkins, a little drop step to the basket. Couldn't get that to go. Donaldson under the bucket has the rebound. And a quick outlet for Summers. Blake Summers, pull-up jumper from the wing doesn't go. Bo Bernesser will just use his size to muscle up for the rebound.
Yeah, he kind of used the bench press there. Didn't he get a little separation that way? I like it early. The officials are letting you play inside. You better bring your man card if you're going to play physical basketball inside.
I don't think Grove liked the speed it was being played at. That possession slowed it down a little bit. Did turn it over. Ginter with the handoff. Now 3-ball from top of the key is going to be no good. Rebound is still fought for. This one is knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Pirates.
Well, that's a kind of a tough call against Columbus Grove, as it looked like it was going to go their way on the tap, but the officials are going to say they were the last one to touch it.
Carry right now into the lineup for the Pirates. Short corner pass over to Summers. Kick out for the wing. 3-ball is no good. Zach Reynolds at the right place at the right time. Comes up with a miss. He'll get it ahead to Barraza, who can't finish as that one's off the rim.
Yeah, it's already 3 in-close shots that Columbus Grove has missed.
Trying to get the reverse layup. It's up and good. It's Kerry Wright, the senior off the bench, having an impact early on.
Well, right decision by Coach Boblet to put him in right away. He is instant offense. And how about the athleticism on the reverse layup?
Entry pass comes to the low block. Bo Bernesser. Bernesser gets the kick out. Barraza tries to get into the paint, goes up with that left hand off the window. He's going to get it up and in.
Yeah, how about Barraza? He's okay with contact. Goes right through it. Nice little George Gervin-like finger roll.
4-2 on our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by the Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years, with offices in downtown Lima and Bluffton. Pirates with it, down 2. So early on, right now, the pace of this game being played more at, I believe, Grove's pace. A crossover move, switching hands. That one was partially blocked, but we're going to get a whistle and a foul.
Bo Bernesser thinks he's going to have block number 17. Nice little crossover by Ginter. Ooh. I think he's got an argument, Counselor. What do you think?
It kind of looked that way, didn't it? Here's the free throw. That one is going to be up and good by Wade Ginther. So Wade Ginther, 70% free throw shooter. Saw that replay. That's brought to you tonight by Hawker Drywall and Plastering. Visit us at hawkerdrywall.com to see how we can help you. Second one off the iron, no good. Barraza with the rebound. Gets an outlet for Hopkins, and Hopkins, that dribble between the legs, brings us into the front court. Hopkins works that left side of the handoff for Barraza. Barraza, he'll have no problem beating and banging his way in the paint. Back out to Hopkins. Now we got a whistle and I think a foul away from the basketball.
Yeah, I think we're going to whistle Noah Bricker being a little physical on Bo Bernesser. But if you're Tom Boblet, you're okay with that because that's already the second guy who has guarded Bernesser. So one of the things that we talked about is making sure you're on that young man.
Lob off the inbound is going to be no good. Kerry Wright comes up with a miss, gets the outlet. Now Donaldson from the free throw line, gets kick out to the wing. Landon Worcester with it. We'll swing it back around now.
Well, Bluffton's got to feel very fortunate because how many in-close shots already in this game has Columbus Grove missed?
They've had a few. You said at least 3. Get a foul on the baseline drive here. Kerry Wright is going to head to the free throw line. Landon Best is going to pick up the foul, his first, team second. Wright is able to knock down the first free throw. I'm sorry, I think I have the wrong name on my roster. Who's Kerry Wright? He'll hit them both.
Taryn Boblet checked back in for Bluffton.
Hopkins brings us back into the front court again now. Bluffton up 5-4 in our Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard. Trying to find a cutter, nothing there, so they'll kick it back out to the wing. Reset the offense. Stepping into a 3. That one is up and good out of Landon Best.
A little release, rotation, and splash for Mr. Best.
7-5 and more contact on the drive. This time it's Landon Worcester who's going to go to the free throw line.
Now, Columbus Grove's getting themselves in trouble on dribble drives because, Randy, when they're going out to take on the guy in the triple threat, they're not getting down in a good position. So they automatically are giving that lane up. Next thing you know, the guy's going to attack the glass. You're in a bad position. All you can do is foul him. Got to do a better job of closing that guy out.
So Worcester able to knock down the first free throw. He get one more. Cuts that Grove lead in half now to 7-6.
And Connor Coles over on that bench talking to Best just about that. Got to do a better job because, honestly, this feels as if it is a Columbus Grove lead, but you look at the scoreboard, Bluffton's kind of weathered the storm, and it's tied up.
Grove will now inbound as Bluffton wants to make one more change. Hopkins at the point brings us back into the front court once again for the Bulldogs. He'll come between the circles. Sends it off to the left side. He's making his way through the lane. Evan Sauter checked in. Sauter in the corner. Goes for 3. Hits it.
Now how about instant offense? Evan Sauter coming in, only 1 point a game on average, but that's a big-time delivery for the Bulldogs.
Second 3 they've hit already in this opening quarter. stepping back, being left open. That three is going to be no good. Carey Wright tried to answer on the other end. Grove trying to get into the paint again. Nothing there. Kylan Mays, excuse me. Reynolds thought about taking threes. Braza straight on. He'll bury that one.
Oh, Mr. All-Stater on the football field. Looking like it on the hardwood as well.
And our three-pointers tonight are brought to you by Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping in Lipsick. See them for all of your commercial and residential concrete needs. So driving to score on the other end is Brody Summers. It's into the scoring column for Bluffton.
Yeah, Brody Summers with that left hand. The Summers brothers, a very big part of this Bluffton offense. A little run by Columbus Grove answered. Only a 4-point lead now.
Hopkins thought about pulling up. Mays will give to Sauter. Sauter can't find anything. Braza wanted to come get the basketball. Instead, it's going to be taken away. Boblett's going to have it knocked out of his hands and out of bounds.
Oh, Taron Boblett thinks it's time to style and profile. He's going to go up and get himself an easy deuce. You forget about the quickness of Trenton Barraza with the back tap. That's a big-time play, negating an opportunity for an easy layup.
Saw that in our Hawker drywall and plastering replay. A little push against shoving going on in the paint on the inbound. Bluffton able to get this one in. Baseline drive and kick. Good job with the ball fake. Now the pass to the wing is going to be taken away. Trenton Braza forces the turnover. Hopkins turns his body nearly all the way around to look back at his coach, get the play call. Hopkins gets a screen, pulls up, step inside the arc, gets it off front of the iron. Rebound comes out. Here's Carey Wright. Wright's pass ahead. Taken away. Another turnover. Columbus Grove may slow this pace down. They may play for the final shot of the quarter.
Yeah, it looks that way. A little situational basketball. Even if you don't get a shot, you won the quarter. Don't turn it over. Give Bluffton an opportunity.
Braza back at the volleyball line. It's over to Zach Reynolds. Reynolds wasn't looking for a pass. Turned his head at the right time. Braza again. Three-man weave. Hopkins to the wing. Three ball, no good out of Reynolds. Bluffton gets it with 2 seconds. Fire away, no good, and that's how our first quarter will end. Good opening quarter for Columbus Grove. They lead this one 13-9. We'll take a break here on WOSN. Well, 13-9, Columbus Grove with the lead over Bluffton. This is the Bluffton student section. I think they know that they're...
How about the Bluffton against the world shirts? Those are pretty cool. Now, the funny thing was, though, Columbus Grove guys, they have the shirt that says the world.
That's how you know it's a good rivalry.
Absolutely.
This is a good rivalry, dates back quite a while. Nice entry pass inside. Leads to a good bucket, Kalen Mays.
Now, the big fella rolled to the bucket, and when he catches on the low block, watch out.
Mays nearly has a steal. Bluffton trying to get the entry pass in, a little high pass, a little contact with no call. Blake Summers will score.
Yeah, Blake Summers recognized that he had a mismatch on the low block. It goes through the contact of Sauter. Big basket for Bluffton. How about the lefty hook? Love to see it.
Hopkins fakes a pass and calls for the basketball back. Grove resets. Minute gone by here in our second quarter in our scoreboard. Brought to you by Webb Insurance Agency. A little show and go, and Hopkins hits the floater.
A little teardrop action. Columbus Grove been able to get to the rim continuously. And speaking of getting to the rim, how about Wade Ginter right there?
It's his first field goal. He's got 3 points now. Here's one holding tall, and a good block there by Brody Summers. To the head to Blake. Baseline shot doesn't go, and now the Bulldogs will get this one. Long pass, send this one ahead. A nice job getting back defensively was Wade Ginter.
Now Wade Ginter could have gave up on it. Says no way, not in this rivalry. Mays thinks he's got some easy pickings. Oh, the easy pickings, though, go to Ginter. That quick, active hands.
And again, our replays tonight are brought to you by Hawker Drywall and Plastering. Visit us at hawkerdrywall.com to see how we can help you. Bulldogs inbound, get it in Braza. Braza from the baseline. That one hits two pieces of iron. Rebound is out to Bluffton as Wade Ginther through traffic to the basket. Little contact, no good. Rebound was then tipped off the backboard before being controlled by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you think Barraza got a piece of that one?
Looked like he might have. Barraza is going to walk this one into the front court.
Yeah, there's no easy baskets here tonight.
Barraza from the wing, gives it off, and now we're going to get the travel. Zach Reynolds shuffles the feet before he puts the ball down on the deck.
You're going to see Reynolds on the wing right here, all by himself. Just up, yeah, the left foot lifts up before the dribble. Go ahead and bury the three. There was no one around you, right? And Reynolds is capable.
17-13, just under 6 to play opening half on our scoreboard tonight. Brought to you by Webb Insurance Agency. Serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices downtown Lima and Bluffton.
Now, Columbus Grove has done a great job on Merrick Donaldson. They tried to run a little give and go and then run him over off of a screen, and it was well played by Columbus Grove.
Donaldson in the right place at the right time to have that rebound back to him. Now we're going to get a foul inside as we take a look at the Hawker Drywall and Plastering replay.
And Donaldson challenged by Barraza. They're going to bounce around on the rebound. They're going to say there's a foul inside on Bernesser. It's going to be his second.
But before they get to any of that, there's a timeout on the floor, so we'll step aside as well. 17-13 Grove will take a timeout here in WOSN. 17-13 Columbus Grove with lead over Bluffton here. 5:27 left to play. Very entertaining and fast-moving opening half of basketball. Pirates are able to get the inbound in. Carrier Wright nearly mishandled it. Good entry pass inside, and able to get that off the window and in is Blake Summers.
Now Blake Summers just easy pickings. Nobody can challenge him on that low block. Good patience. Uses the high little smooch to get two, and we're down to a 2-point game.
Grove also back to Kyle Hopkins at the point. Hopkins has the ball right now in the corner. Comes out to the wing. It's that short corner pass into Zach Reynolds. Reynolds with a kick out. Three ball from Mays is going to be no good. Carrier Wright comes up with a miss. Wright will find Donaldson. Donaldson being defended by Zach Reynolds.
Well, if Bo Burness are out with 2 fouls, you got to wonder where are the points going to come from for Columbus Grove on the floor right now.
Three ball from the wing. That one's going to be no good as Taryn Boblet couldn't get it to go. Boblet's yet to score tonight. Rebound is out of bounds. Actually, we're going to have a foul first, excuse me.
And May's going to get whistled for it. I thought it was just 2 guys scrambling for the basketball. A tough call against Mays.
That's his first, team second.
I mean, that's bad. If you foul a guy and you still don't come over the ball as you're scrambling for it, that's a double whammy.
And we're going to have the offensive foul. Don't mean to laugh at Carey Wright. We're going to see it here in the Hawker Drywall Plastering replay. He's going to get the elbow, and then when the whistle is blown, he's going to look around and go, what did I do?
I think it was the delayed whistle, too. I don't know if the whistle had fallen out of the official's mouth or what, but kind of everybody waited for a second, and then the whistle blew. I could see it honestly going either way on that one. That's just one of those bang-bang plays.
Grove with it up a pair. And now we've got more contact and a whistle. Trying to run through a screen.
And Worcester trying to slide through. Can't get it out of the way. Wrong place, wrong time for that foul.
He's going to pick up his first as the inbound defended. Donaldson tried to take it away. Grove able to get it in. Reynolds with that jump stop needed some help. Had to find someone to get the basketball to. Out to Hopkins. Hopkins will give it back to Reynolds. Reynolds to Braza. Braza had that hot start. He's going to slide down. Lost the handle of the basketball. Pirates with it. And they're going to end up getting the score out of Bean Ginther.
Yeah, how about Wade Ginther? He's always in the right spot at the right time. Gets it and goes. Big time Wade.
tied at 17. There's another one that's turned over. Brazo with a big block.
He is just so explosive. Ginter thinks he's got another easy deuce at, and I'm sorry, it's a block party weekend here, Mr. Bluffton. Columbus Grove style.
Evan Sauter's going to return to the lineup for Columbus Grove. Pass into the corner, and we're going to get the travel on the ball fake.
And the student section for Columbus Grove helping out, telling them that you can't do that. Just a little bit of a reminder. Yeah, Blake Summers just got himself caught in between. Do I attack the basket or shoot the three?
Nearing the 3-minute mark of our opening half, tied at 17. It's been a good one so far in our Web Insurance Agency scoreboard. Hopkins spun himself all the way around, wasn't quite sure what to do with the basketball. Sauter with it. Sauter gives into the corner for Hopkins. Back to Sauter. Sauter from the left elbow, couldn't hit the 15-footer. And a nice job Summers is Brody Summers to have the rebound.
The offense has been tough to come by here of late for Columbus Grove. Great screen by Mays to get Sauter free, just couldn't bury it.
Brody Summers with it, picked up his dribble, had to turn behind him, find someone to get rid of the basketball. Now calls for it back at the wing. Summers trying to drive all the way to the corner, picked up his dribble, gets the kick out. 3-ball on the way, hits the heel of the iron, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound.
Yeah, Evan Sauter just working hard. Coaches always want to preach about boxing out, and kids are like, no, that's a lot of work. Well, this is what happens when you do it right. Evan Sauter gets the butt in the gut and just moves Blake Summers back.
That is the first foul on Blake Summers, third this quarter. Whistled against Bluffton. Hopkins back into the front court, gets it off to the wing for Sauter. Sauter up top of the key. Hopkins with it again with that quick ball fake. Mays with the screen. Hopkins off the window is able to get it in end.
A hoppity hop hop, hoppity hop. Look at Hopkins go. That young man can attack the rim.
Puts Grove back in front now, 19-17, under 2 minutes left to play in our first half. Wade Ginther's going to have this one poked away.
Evan Sauter has had himself a heck of a half. Number of plays, winning plays for Columbus Grove. Had a big-time jumper early, had the box out, and that time slapping it out of bounds. He is dialed in.
Summers had that three halfway down before it spins out. Now here's Hopkins with a left hand, didn't get enough air under that one. And now Bluffton moving in transition. Here's Ginther again through a triple team. Steps through it, gets to the basket, can't get it to go as Mays will have the miss.
You know, both coaches at half are going to talk about, hey, can we make a bunny, please? 5 feet and in.
Brazo take his time. Down under a minute left to play. Here's Hopkins. That one left a little short. Ginther will have the rebound. Kick out. Donaldson trying to get on track. He's been held scoreless so far this opening half. Misses the three.
Well, you got to look at it one or two ways, right? You're only down by 2, and Donaldson has not played really well offensively, or Columbus Grove is doing a great job on him. I think if I am Todd Boblet, though, down 2 here, and maybe 4 or 5, and your leading scorer hasn't scored yet, you got to feel pretty good.
Coach Coles imploring his guys to play for the final shot.
Yeah, I like this, right? As long as you run it correctly. They shot a little early in that first quarter, and of course turnovers will kill you.
Turn it over here, and they're going to add to it by committing a foul.
Todd Boblet getting over, saying, Kerry Wright, get back in there. You're a pretty good shooter from behind the arc.
he will come in here with 6 seconds left to play. He'll do the inbounding. It's it into Wade Ginther. Ginther is going to be fouled as Grove did still have 1 to give.
Yeah, smart play there by Connor Coles. Letting his guys know, go ahead and foul. 2 seconds left. Just don't let him catch it off of a screen.
Lob this one up towards the basket. It's going to be tipped away, and that is how our first half will end. But a very competitive opening half of basketball. 19-17, Grove leads this one at the break. We'll take a timeout and have the second half for when we return here on WOSN. Halftime here from Columbus Grove, 19-17. Bulldogs lead the Bluffton Pirates at the half. Partner, kind of a Columbus Grove style first half of basketball. We saw what Bluffton wanted to do early, get up and down the floor. Grove kind of slowed this up and played this at their pace.
Second half is going to be different because Bo Bernesser didn't do much, right? Was saddled with those 2 fouls, and Merrick Donaldson, Columbus Grove did a great job defending him. You got to believe, though, scorers always find a way to get their points. He's going to score some here in the second half, so it's going to be a real entertaining second half when the superstars start being superstar-like. The intensity of the first half, though, I loved it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get much better than that. These are 2 communities that tolerate each other, maybe.
They barely acknowledge each other, I think, right? There is some severe want to beat the other one, that's for sure.
There absolutely is. So this is, high school sports on full display here tonight, that is for sure.
Yeah, even last night in the ladies' matchup, Lauren Akmoudi did Akmoudi-type stuff. 10 threes in their victory. Understand that's a school record. 9 in the first half.
Unbelievable.
How about going out and guarding her? Fantastic. She is one special type player.
So both teams returning to the floor as we are getting close to the start of the second half. Again, both teams, mainly Bluffton, still chasing Spencerville in the Northwest Conference standings. Also, the give and go action to begin this one. The ball is going to be knocked out of bounds.
One of the favorite things for coaches coming out of timeout or halftime is run a little backdoor set and trying to get Donaldson going. Initially, it was there, but the quickness of Columbus Grove shut it down.
As Bo Bernesser got a hand on that one. Finish point we're going to make before this half started. Boys tournament draw will be on Sunday, so final opportunity for teams to advance their RPI rating when it comes to that part of the tournament draw. Trying to get inside, good left-handed shot, and it falls for Blake Summers.
Yeah, you got to believe they're going to go more to Summers on that low block. I'm not sure Columbus Grove has an answer for him without doubling him.
Summers now with 6, ties this up on our Web Insurance Agency scoreboard. Now we'll get a whistle and a foul on the other end.
Landon Best, who picked up a second early foul in that first half as well, gets a little bit of a part of daylight through that lane, knifes through, gets himself to the free throw line.
Best get a couple of free throws here. The first one is going to be no good. Bluffton foul went on Taryn Boblet. That's going to be his first. Second toss is good as well. .19 now, 3-ball hits the heel of the iron. Getting a good position for the rebound. John Paul Yoder had a quiet first half as well. Yoder, part of that scramble, he got 1 red jersey, 2 white jerseys, and now we'll have a tie-up.
Our colleague Darren Gilly raves about John Paul Yoder, coached him in AAU ball, says he is just an all-effort type of kid, and you saw some of that effort right there.
Arrow's going to favor Grove. They'll have it here, 6:47 to go in the third quarter in our Web Insurance Agency scoreboard. Web Insurance Agency serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years. with offices in downtown Lima and Bluffton. Tough play there. Burnester lost the handle trying to go first time around with a little spin-a-rooney. On the other end, drawing contact will be Wade Ginther.
This is what Wade Ginther does, right? Just gets himself to the lane, little bit of an up fake, and then, oh, that's very creative. Leans into the defender. That was Hopkins that contacted him, makes it look like it is a foul, gets himself to the line.
First one's going to be no good out of the 70% free throw shooter. It's already his second miss tonight. He will miss them both. So now Grove coming into the half court. Best little scoop, couldn't get it to go. Rebound's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Zach Reynolds as Reynolds went up and over his defender, tried to get a hand on it.
Good little hesitation dribble right there by Best, but unfortunately, he's got to go against the long arms of Blake Summers, 6'5", but that reach is incredible.
Good look right at the ball knocked out of play. Bobley gets the kick out for the wing. Now the entry pass comes into Yoder. Yoder's pass for the corner is going to be taken away. As Grove will force the turnover.
Yeah, you got to go quickly in the low post. One dribble is all you get. If you pause, a lot of Bulldogs are going to be chewing on that basketball.
Best with it. Wanted a screen out of Reynolds. Best little hesitation move gets into the paint. Now the kick out back for Barraza. Barraza, his floater in the lane is up and good.
That's a tough shot because you're shooting it on the move. The floater goes. Trent Barraza, tremendous athlete.
And he's got 9 as the Bulldogs lead this one by 3. Summers from the baseline couldn't get it to go, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul coming from the wing.
They're going to say it was on the ground. Oh, no, they're going to say he's, on the baseline. The official initially signaled 2 for free throws. Yep, it is.
It is going to be free throws.
The baseline official thought it was going to be out of bounds.
That was the official trailing the play from the wing that called it. As the first free throw is no good out of Blake Summers.
Well, there's a lid on that rim at the free throw line right now for Bluffton.
Absolutely is.
You see Todd Boblet in the background right there. The Natalie-clad Todd Boblet has a little bit of a Jay Wright look, doesn't he?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I can see that. Bluffton continues to struggle from the free throw line as that one's no good. With the offensive rebound, good ball fake. 3 from the corner, can't go for Wright. The putback is up and good.
Always in the right spot. Wade Ginter does it again. Nobody checks him out. Easy putback.
So he's got 7. As that lead is down to 1. Here's Barraza, that floater again. I think he might have been looking for contact as he left that a little short. Ginter spins, and what a move with a right hand.
Break out the spin-a-rooney. Wade Ginter, electric.
Up to 9 points now. Bluffton grabs the lead, 23-22 for a Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard. Pass to get behind him. Here's Barraza. Barraza back to Best. Best of that entry pass. And now a whistle and a foul inside. Let's see what we can see here.
Now Burnessler loves to up fake on that low block, and it was going to come back to his left hand. And I guess they're going to say Kerry Wright with the forearm in the back.
That's the 3rd foul on Wright, 2nd this quarter. Whistle against Bluffton. Barraza this time with the fake, gives the kick out. And the wing 3 is up and good out of Landon Best.
Yeah, Landon Best, he likes 2, but he really loves 3. Great action off the high screen. Kick it out to the corner where he knows best.
And again, our 3-pointers tonight are brought to you by Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping in Leipzig. See them for all of your commercial and residential concrete needs. Quick 30-second timeout taken here.
Boy, they needed that basket in a big way. It felt as if all the momentum had shifted to Bluffton. The Bluffton student section was starting to get a little bit boisterous, but Best delivers at the right time. Gives Columbus Grove the lead again.
Yeah, it's 2 big three-pointers for him tonight. Part of a 7-point effort. This is one of those grinded-out type affairs. Grove now in front by a pair, 25-23. Merrick Donaldson, who still has been held scoreless, brings the ball into the front court for the Pirates. Well, give and go, left-hand move, but the guy who hasn't been held scoreless, Blake Summers, he's now get 8 after that nifty move.
Yeah, I got to believe the offense is going to run through him. If he's not touching the basketball every other trip on the offensive end, you're living life the wrong way.
Hopkins with a runner, step inside the free throw line.
Oh, what a confident player. That's a tough shot. We've seen Hopkins drive all the way. That time a little bit of a teardrop goes in.
Yeah, he's got 6 now. As Grove answers the Bluffton bucket. 3 ball straight on, a little too strong. And apparently stepping on the baseline was Wade Ginter.
You better get your butt into his gut and drive him to the bench area, because Wade Ginter is just one of those guys that if you aren't locking him out, he's going to find a way to get to the rebound.
Grove with the basketball, leading this one by a pair. 27-25 as we near the 3-minute mark of the third quarter. Our Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard. Pull-up jumper from the wing is a good one.
One of those shots, when he first shoots it, you're like, I'm not sure that's a good one, but it goes through the net. You say, okay, keep shooting that one as long as it goes in.
So Braza now with 11. Grove leads this one by multiple possessions. That hasn't happened a lot tonight. Ginter trying to answer, can't get the 3. And we're going to have a foul. Is this on the rebound? You see the official pointing towards the baseline. You see Hopkins just trying to clear some space, and he's going to be the guilty party on the foul.
Do you call that the forklift box out underneath?
I was trying to find the right words for that. So that's going to be his second foul. Saw that thanks to our Hawker Drywall and Plastering replay. Visit us at hawkerdrywall.com to see how we can help you. And now, more pushing inside.
They're going to call it on Bernesser. It's going to be his third. So decision time now for Connor Coles. Now it looks like Bernesser's going to go sit. You have him sit for the rest of the quarter. I'm going to guess yes.
Bluffton will shoot the inbound back up to the wing. Bobble it with it. Give off. Now here is Wade Ginter. Ginter switches that right hand. Can't get it to go. And another whistle on the rebound, but this one's going to go on Bluffton.
Now Brody Summers working hard to try to get that rebound. It's going to be an offensive call. And kind of a bullet dodge right there for Grove. Multiple opportunities.
Oh, yeah. Grove will bring this one into the front court with Hopkins. Hopkins will spin move. Hopkins tried to get the floater off the wing. That one's going to be no good. Rebound's knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, very fortunate for Columbus Grove that it stays there. And if you're Bluffton down 4, snacking on a little bit of danger here. Don't want this to extend to 6 or 8.
Reynolds able to get the inbound in. Braza couldn't get it to go. Sauter tried to corral it. I think he thought he might have been out of bounds. Nice ball being saved from Bluffton. Keep possession alive.
Those go-go gadget arms of Summers saved that one.
Now he'll take the Dale's Concrete 3. Can't get it to go. And the rebound out for Sauter. Now ball ends up into the hands of Hopkins, the junior point guard.
They're going to spread the floor, make Bluffton come out, work one-on-one.
Tough fall away. And a big shot of Zach Reynolds. scores for the first time tonight.
Yeah, 5 point a game scored. Been kind of quiet, but he's been doing a really good job on the defensive end.
And a fortuitous bounce to keep that alive for Bluffton. That's going to go off the noggin of Reynolds. He knew it was coming, too, and just couldn't defend it.
Did you see him, too? He's like, oh, man, it hit me right in the head.
Bluffton trying to get the inbound in underneath to Brody Summers, and we're going to have a tie-up. Arrow will stay with the Pirates.
That was Barraza getting his hands on it. Once you get the hands on it, if you contact, they'll let it go. But if you contact the guy in possession before you get your hands on it, that's a foul. Barraza's so quick with those hands.
Donaldson will do the inbounding. It's it into the corner. Brody Summers back to Donaldson. His three is no good. Rebound trying to get saved from going out of bounds. He tried to throw it off Reynolds. Grove will do enough to come away with the basketball.
Now, Merrick Donaldson, you see, just kind of struggling with the release. All he needs is that first one to go down.
Seen Columbus Grove before. Try to run out these final few seconds. Still 30 seconds to go in our third quarter, but they're now playing with a 6-point lead, which they haven't had most of the night. Step back three ball. That one well off the mark. Donaldson fighting for the rebound. Gets it back here with 17 to go. Donaldson with the dish. Ginter with a spin off the window. Gets it to go.
Situational basketball. Not executed well by Columbus Grove. It gives Bluffton an opportunity, and you see the intentional foul because they are under 5 fouls, so it's going to force Columbus Grove to take it out of bounds again.
You talk about the situational basketball for Grove, but how about Bluffton giving Grove yet another opportunity?
Yes, absolutely. I just don't understand if you're going to try and pull it out at 30 seconds that you go ahead and shoot at around 10, right? Just
I agree.
Go ahead and eat it all the way.
2 seconds left. Hopkins can't get the three, and that's how our third quarter will end. So Columbus Grove able to pull away a little bit. Bluffton battles back. 31-27 as we go to the fourth, and we'll see what happens here on WOSN. 31-27, Columbus Grove with the lead over Bluffton as we get our fourth quarter underway here from Columbus Grove High School. What we thought would be a tough physical matchup has been just that so far tonight. Braza, very creative to keep that dribble alive.
Yeah, looking like the professor out front.
Now he gets the bounce pass underneath. As Zach Reynolds was left open, he'll pick up his second basket of the night.
Now, when your defender leaves you, cut to the basket. Great fundamentals offensively by Zach Reynolds.
33-27. Now drive and score out of Wade Ginter.
Now, let me know if you've seen this before. Wade Ginter driving to the glass, going through contact. Says, "Get off me, I am him."
He's done this a few times tonight. You know he's going to end up shooting with the right hand, but starts with a left-hand dribble, and everyone buys it and switches at the last minute. He's going to finish off three-point play with a free throw. So he's up to 14 as we're at 33-30 on our Web Insurance Agency scoreboard. Reynolds, top of the key. He's going to get rid of the basketball. Landon Best wanted some help. Now Barraza with it. Barraza finds Hopkins. Hopkins with a bounce pass. Back for Reynolds. Give to Bernesser. Bernesser's going to give to the cutter. Reynolds couldn't get it to go as he might have been a little bit too far under the basket.
Yeah, great design, though, because it got Summers out top. He's been lurking around the rim, protecting it.
Speaking of Summers, he's going to try the three-pointer. It doesn't go. Barraza slides in like he was scooping up a fumble in football to get that loose ball. Bluffton bench wanted to travel but didn't get it.
Well, you know it wasn't his fumble because he doesn't fumble, right? Yeah, Coach Schaefer makes sure of that.
Braza at the low block, trying to pivot around. Just goes up and over the defender and scores.
Oh, a little high glass smooch. I will bench press you off me, then make it.
Braza now with 13 as the Bulldogs lead this one by 5. There's Donaldson. Donaldson's entry pass taken away. Best was looking up, realized it was all red jerseys, figured he better slow down. Finds help in Braza. Braza wanted to screen from Reynolds, instead picked up his dribble, just shoveled a pass to him. Reynolds and Hopkins out. Hopkins with everyone out. It's it into the corner to Best. Best with a kick out. 3-ball on the way is good.
Now how about Reynolds? Big time shot in a big time moment stretches this lead to 8 points.
That's a Dale's Concrete and Decorative stamping 3-pointer. See them in Lipstick for all of your commercial and residential concrete needs.
Oh, the spacing of the group from Columbus Grove on offense was absolutely outstanding. Allowed Reynolds the opportunity.
38-30, Grove with its biggest lead of the night. Bluffton trying to answer corner 3, can't get it to go. Long rebound. It comes out to Donaldson, and we're going to take a look at the Hawker Drywall and Plastering replay and see, do we see a tie-up or a foul?
They're going to call it a foul because it's kind of crafty by Merrick Donaldson. Did you see what he did? He turned his body at the last second when both players had their hands on it, made it look like a foul. Great job there by Merrick Donaldson.
It's the 4th on Hopkins. Second of the quarter whistled against the Bulldogs. Long pass up top, knocked away. Last touched by Reynolds. Reynolds thought he forced the turnover.
Officials right in the position. I think we're going to get a timeout.
That is exactly the case. With a timeout on the floor, we'll step aside as well. Just under 5 to play left in this one. Columbus Grove leads by 8. 38-30 Columbus Grove with lead over Bluffton. Still 4:56 left to play in this one. When we get to the end of the night, we're going to hand out Hustle Award brought to you by Stolly Insurance. Check out highlights of tonight's Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner at the WOSN YouTube page. 3-pointer's going to be no good. Grove comes up with another miss.
He came out of timeout, tried to get Donaldson a backdoor look. Well played by Grove. Settled for a 3, and it has been Arctic-like behind the 3-point line for Bluffton.
And Donaldson, the leading scorer for the Pirates, 15.5 a night. Been held scoreless, but who hasn't been held scoreless? Trent Barraza on his little floater now gives him 15. Trying to answer with a 3 on the other end, and now it's gotten from bad to worse. Kerry Wright is going to be whistled for going over the back.
Boy, this Columbus Grove group has done a great job of boxing out on the weak side. The Best again forces the foul. And partner, they were snacking on some danger earlier. It is.
I think they're full on dining now.
Yeah, it is a 7-course meal of danger for Bluffton.
That is the 4th foul against Wright. Still 4:05 and counting left to play on our Web Insurance Agency scoreboard. Best with the basketball, gets the kick out. Now ball's going to go into the corner, back out to Barraza. Barraza with everyone spread out, just dribbles around, finds it back into the hands of Best.
It is tough to trap with this lineup that Columbus Grove has on the floor, but Bluffton is running around trying to get a turnover.
They go inside Burnester, can't get the first time, but the putback is going to be up and good. All right, this is his first points of the night. Trying to answer, and they finally do. It's Donaldson. Gets on track with a Dale's Concrete 3-pointer.
If you're Columbus Grove, don't let that young man heat up because he can score in a hurry.
And now Grove wants a timeout. They thought they were going to have a backcourt violation. So with a timeout, we'll take one as well. 3:06 left to play. Columbus Grove in front, 42-33, and you're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Columbus Grove in front, 42-33. Bluffton did get on track. You did see Merrick Donaldson moments ago, his first field goal of the night. Big three-pointer, but the Pirates starting to run out of time as we are getting close to 3 to play on our Web Insurance Agency scoreboard.
And a half-court trap employed by Bluffton. Got to take some chances now in under 3 minutes.
Grove has done a great job defensively against the Bluffton team that's scoring just a shade under 67 points a night. There's an errant pass, ends up in the corner out of bounds. So Bluffton will get it back.
If you're Coach Connor Coles, you tell your guys, look, if we take care of the basketball and we make our free throws, we're going to win this basketball game. Turnovers, though, are going to allow Bluffton to have a little bit of glimmer of hope.
And that's what they have here with 2:35 left to play. Wade Ginter inside, can't get the leaner. Bernesser comes up with a miss, will find Best.
And Bernesser recognized he loves to spin back with that right hand, played it correctly.
Braz is still in the backcourt, lost the handle. We're going to get a whistle and a foul coming here. And we'll take a look at the Hawker Drywall and Plastering replay.
They had the trap, but allowed Barraza to split it. You're going to get the stiff arm in the back.
That is going to be whistled on Taryn Boblet. Boblet also been held scoreless tonight. Boblet having a rough night offensively, but they do get the turnover. Bluffton, this one is going to go out of bounds, and the officials are going to say it's going to stay with Bluffton.
A little surprised that Summers didn't settle up for that three-pointer when he caught it.
I am too.
Had a good, clean look.
Donaldson get the inbound in. This one will be swung around as he gets it back. Now the entry pass. Summers will leave this one short. Bernesser comes up with a miss. Comes that trap defense again. It's given Columbus Grove some fits his last couple of possessions, and they got to take another timeout to avoid another 10-second call.
Oh, yeah, Landon Best all by himself underneath the basket. He was doing jumping jacks. Fellas, throw it to me. Nobody could see him.
It's Columbus Grove with a timeout here, 42-33. They're in front. Still a minute 40 left to play. And still what could turn out to be an important game, at least looking at tournament seeding for Columbus Grove. 2-3 in the Northwest Conference, so out of the race there.
A much better team than their record indicates, right? Every time I see them, I come back impressed. 9-8, not indicative of how good they can be.
This is the team you see in the tournament that's efficient on offense, locked down on defense. They're hard to beat.
And think about it. They've done this without a great contribution on the offensive end by Bernesser.
And we're going to whistle and foul coming here with a minute 26 to go. Second whistled on Ginter. It's the third team foul, so we'll still have one more to give. Braza nearly lost the handle off the inbound. This one's going to be knocked away at the last minute by Blake Summers.
I'm chuckling because Landon Best he's just all by himself again. Saying, guys, someone please. It was like when Randy played on the red team back years ago. No one would pass him the ball.
Nope. Well, Best has it now. We'll get it over to Zach Reynolds. Reynolds back out, and we'll get the final foul to give. It's going to come here with a minute 10 to play. That's going to be the first on Donaldson. It's just one of those kind of nondescript kind of nights for Donaldson. One foul and just the three-point field goal. Inbound over to Hopkins. Hopkins is going to be fouled. Should be the 5th team foul, and it looks like Columbus Grove will be in the bonus now with 1:07 to play. So Kyle Hopkins with 6 points is going to get 2 free throws. First one bounces around and is no good. Taryn Boblet back into the lineup. For Bluffton. Second one on the way. That one will be good. So Hopkins splits the free throws. Now the Pirates need some offense. Tough spin in the lane. That one's going to be no good, out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Pirates. Inbound comes in, top of the key. Summers gets his defender in the air. Takes a step inside the arc, knocks down the jumper. So Blake Summers now with 10 points. As Bluffton will take a timeout. We'll take one more as well here. Under a minute to play. Columbus Grove holding on to an 8-point lead. 43-35, Columbus Grove still in front here. 54 seconds left to play. Bluffton taking the timeout to set up some defense after their made basket. Grove will get this inbound in. Best will throw this one cross-court Reynolds. Reynolds is going to be fouled. This clock runs down to 49.2. It's going to be the third on Wade Ginter. So here is Zach Reynolds with 7 points tonight. He will shoot 2 free throws. First one on the way is good. Bluffton going offense for defense again as Taryn Boblet check back in. Reynolds gets the second free throw. Pushes that lead back to 10 as we get under 45 seconds to go. Pirates trying to find something. Boblet gives behind him. Donaldson with the give. Summers for 3. That one's going to be no good. Rebound nearly through the hands of Bean Ginter. Comes up with it. Long 3 on the way. That one's going to miss everything. Go out of bounds. And Columbus Grove will get it back here with 27.5 seconds to go. Burness are ready for the inbound. Looked like one more substitution was going to come in, so the official held off, and now we're ready to go. Does get it in for Hopkins. Hopkins tried to get it to Best. Best gets enough. Get the pass off, and a good bucket out of Barraza. Good ball movement there at the end. Now one more steal. All Columbus Grove will have to do is bring the ball into the front court. Final seconds are going to run off here, and a big win at home for Columbus Grove, as the Bulldogs are going to knock off the Pirates of Bluffton this evening. 47 to 35. Columbus Grove gets the win. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll head down to the floor as Miles Holliday is going to talk to our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner when we return. Columbus Grove able to get a big win at home as the Bulldogs knock off the Bluffton Pirates tonight. 47 to 35. There's a big celebration down on the floor, and in the middle of that is our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner, Trenton Barraza of Columbus Grove.
How sweet is it to beat one of your biggest rivals in Bluffton here?
That's the third time in this school season, so it's amazing.
The student section, the floor, what great energy. How exciting is it?
Oh, when the atmosphere is like this and everybody's here, we love that. And especially at home, when like that, our student section all came out. Christmas came 3 times this year, so we're happy.
This was a high-powered offense for Bluffton. You guys held them to like 35 points. What was the secret tonight?
Well, I just want to say Zach Reynolds came out and played amazing defense on one of their leading scorers. Merrick Donaldson, I don't know how much he had, but I know he didn't have a lot, and it played a big factor, so credits to him.
You guys were incredibly aggressive on the offensive end, attacking the glass. Was that the game plan or just something that happened throughout the game?
That was the game plan. The game plan was get to the rim, play good downhill basketball, and win the game.
All right, half-court shot. Are you ready to party after this?
Yes, I'm ready to party. I'm ready.
All right, half-court shot right here. This basket. Can you make it?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Trent Barraza. Oh, a little bit short. Hey, Trent, congratulations. How many times have you guys beaten Bluffton now?
3 times this school season.
3 times. 3 times. He's excited about it. Randy, what a great rivalry it is.
Yeah, and I guarantee you can probably tell you the date of all 3 of them as Braza ends up leading all scores tonight with 17 points as Grove will get the win. Wade Ginter ends up with 14 to lead Bluffton, and Blake Summers adds 10. We want to thank everyone for making our night possible here at Columbus Grove. Starts with Terry Snipke, the athletic director here at Grove. I want to thank Curtis and Ken for all the work they do each and every time we come out here for high school basketball. So 47-35 is the final. Columbus Grove gets the win over Bluffton. For my partner, Miles Holliday, and our entire WOSN crew, I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.